Alright, so I'm back home now. I don't know, I'm so tired. Yeah, I only got 4+ hours of sleep yesterday. It was a struggle getting home. Man, yeah, we were supposed to be at the airport at 7:15. Our flight was at 9:50. We got there and our freaking airline was on strike. So that was lovely. Not like the airline, it was the people at the baggage check or whatever, but the people who work for like Air France, KLM, that stuff. Yeah, no, they were there, but they weren't doing shit. They were literally just sitting in the lounge staring at us, which was really pissed me off. Because we couldn't check, we checked our phone stuff, we couldn't check our bags or anything, and obviously you can imagine the lines were insanely long. We were there for hours actually until we got a notification that um, right before our flight was supposed to leave, obviously we hadn't checked anything. We got a notification it was canceled, which was like, well, we were gonna get on anyways at that point, so whatever. But it was very annoying, and since our flight was canceled, we didn't even have a ticket, so we couldn't go like in the airport. So we were sitting in the McDonald's outside of the airport for over 8 hours. It was freaking ridiculous. Yeah, it pissed me off a lot. Because we couldn't do like anything at all. It was insane. Okay, and if we knew when we were leaving, because we didn't get our flight until 5 o'clock, we definitely could have gone out with our host families and to had a whole another day with them instead of waking up at 5 in the morning. Okay, it was so irritating. That's all I can say. So basically we're just in this McDonald's for freaking hours. Okay, and I mean, KLM, they claim that they'll respond in 80 minutes. I messaged them on WhatsApp, I messaged them on Twitter, I messaged them on Facebook. I tried to call them, and none of them worked. In fact, they didn't respond for hours, and when they did, it wasn't even helpful at all. And they told me, they got me another flight on United today after I've gotten home. At 3:30 in the morning, I get a message. I'm like, wow, thank you so much. I already figured that out. What the heck? So I'm not very happy with them. Obviously, I complained in the email, and I do expect a voucher back at least because this is absolutely uncalled for. I mean, I'm pissed off at them. We had so many problems both ways with going there. It got delayed 2 hours because of mechanical issues, and they didn't get the bags, that we checked at the gate there on time. It was just ridiculous. I'm not pleasing them at all. So, I mean, there was nothing to do. We just sat there and sat there forever and not knowing when the heck we were going to leave. And apparently, everybody else got rebooked. Everybody else. But since we had our, tickets through a travel agency, they had to call them and rebook it and whatever. And of course, it was 2 a.m. back home or whatever. I don't even know. So no one was up there to help us. So we were just stranded pretty much. And it wasn't what, and so they were required to put out water and food for us, but people who weren't even flying obviously were taking it, and it was just candy bars and water. I mean, it wasn't anything special. And we'd ask them stuff, and they'd be like, "We're not gonna talk to anybody until 2 o'clock." So it was I mean, I was like, "Come on, what have we done to you? I'm not the freaking airline. I can't do shit about this, and you're gonna act like that." So yeah, they didn't talk to us till 2, and then my sister, she got on the line, to talk at 2, and it was crazy long, as you can imagine. But people were getting rebooked as they're in line. So by the time she actually got there, it was 2 hours later. There was no line, and the lady though, she was kind of older, and she was not prepared for this at all, and she was just like, "You guys should be happy, that I'm working here, blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh my god, we've been stranded here." Oh, so annoying. And I just have to go to the bathroom, so she just left us there, and then comes back, and they're calling the travel agency, they're calling blah blah, and then we found there was another flight that we were supposed to get on, but nothing resolved. We didn't have tickets, and at this point it's already 4 o'clock. I mean, they were gonna be getting, boarding the plane in 15 minutes. So we were like, holy crap, we were under so much stress. And she was like, oh, just come back, in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. We come back, she wasn't there. I'm pretty sure she actually said that so she could run away. I'm dead serious, because she was about to have a mental breakdown. She was almost crying, and she did not come back. So we were standing there, and we're we need, if we're getting on this plane, we need to leave now. We were getting really stressed out, obviously. So they gave us that lady gave us a voucher too. I think for $12 of food. I think she did actually. I really do think she just left. Honest. And then so our chaperone wasn't doing too much, and he was trying to get someone, but it was hard. And so we finally got the supervisor and stuff, and they were just like, okay, now you need to go to the other. They said there was available things where you can get on it at United, but that was another terminal, so we had to take the tram, and we were all sprinting there because that was the last flight to DC for that day. So if we didn't get on that, we'd be stuck there like in Frankfurt until at least 11:45 tomorrow or today or whatever. It's confusing the time difference, but so we ran, and and someone fell down the escalator there. They kept having clothes as he was falling down the escalators, and that really scares me because once I had this traumatic incident when this lady fell down the escalator right behind me, but that's a story for another day. So it was really hard because we hadn't checked our bags, and we still had to, keep running to the airport and everything, and I was like, I can't do this, I can't, like, go down because I have a huge bag, and then the shower just, like, asked these random men to carry it down for me, which is such a relief, but unfortunately, one time I did have to bring it with me, but I survived. So we were all just running, and he let us separate. And it was kind of funny because I'm not gonna lie, when we got to the United, we checked our bags. So I was kind of like, hey, can you like hook me up with a window seat? And I'm so glad I did because I got a little upgraded because before I was sitting like in the very back of the plane, like 44H or whatever. And then when I asked, I got put in economy plus with like one of those two seaters by the window, which was really nice. So I'm glad I asked. So glad. Oh my goodness. Because it would have sucked where I was sitting before. It was a really bad spot. So yeah, and then after that, we just all like sprinting. It was like everyone for their own, like you know what I mean. Like we're going on the plane with or without everybody. It was that simple, pretty much. So we had to just go through passports, TSA, and I don't know why, but I guess maybe since we're later, they had to make us go through like a special security check as well, where they swab you for like bombs and drugs and stuff, and obviously I didn't have that, so it wasn't a problem. And oh my god, we were just running, and of course I was not gonna leave without using my voucher, so I just went to a random store and just started like getting all the random candy I could buy at 12 euros. So that was fun actually. And then, oh my goodness, I was like, while I was running back, there was a sunset. I went to go take a picture of it, and then I put my phone down, but then I started running. I ran into a damn sign. It was so embarrassing, but it was really funny actually. I don't know how I missed it because it's one of those huge signs that are like attached to the wall that's illuminated. I just ran right now. I was like, boop, 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 looking at Bob. I had, oh god, it was bad. It actually really hurt too, obviously. It was bad. And I like turned around. I was laughing so hard at myself because it was so bad. And this man, he's just like, slow down. I was like, I can't. I have to like go to my flight. And I get all the way to like our gate, and then my sister's like, that was really weird they did. I was like, what are you talking about? And I didn't realize, that, because I couldn't understand the person who was giving my ticket, but apparently we had to go, like I said, we had to go to a special check, place, where they swab you and, like, touch you, and it's weird. I was like, what the heck are you talking about? She's like, you need to go there right now. And I was like, oh, man. So I just, like, left my stuff with her, luckily. And I was like, just watch it. And I told them I didn't have, like, a carry-on because it would have been pain in the butt to run all the way back there with my stuff. So, oh, my goodness. I mean, I was so tired. And then finally got on the plane. I was just, like, everyone. It wasn't just me. We were all, like, drenched in sweat because the airport was really hot. And we were just exhausted. Man, I was, like, so dehydrated. I was not feeling well either when I woke up. So I was glad to be on that plane, even though we should have already, by the time we were leaving, we should have been back home, but that didn't happen. The flight was not bad, though. Like, I mean, United wasn't as nice as KLM. I'm not surprised. We already knew that, but it was just, we got a flight. That's good, so yeah, and then we got off, and well, like honestly, the flight crew on there was really, really nice, and they gave us ice cream, which I've never had ice cream on a plane. I thought that was really cool. And so but when we got off, it was like easy breezy because we were like running to the front, because you know how like if you just wait and wait for like the second tram stuff, the like, crazy lines. We were like the first ones, out, and that was really nice. So and our bags came out really early because we were the last ones to check them. So I mean, it was so easy, and they didn't like the customs was being a little too chill, I think. But whatever. I just hope no one brought in prohibited items. But it was all good, so I'm home now, and that's nice. I just don't want to go to school tomorrow.